Welcome, dear patients, to the Dice Asylum, a bedlam house of beveling bones, bringing boons and banes to bards and barbarians alike. Do check in with reception, for I believe you may have come down with a case of role repression and Nat 20 neurosis. Our courteous cast of crazies will ensure that your dodecahedrons will be downright demented before dawn. Though the modifiers may be maladjusted, there's always room for a breakthrough. Have a seat, check your restraints, and the doctor will be with you shortly.
So, before we get into tonight's session, um, we're going to do a bit of a reintroduction. Welcome back, everyone. We're now all at the table together rather than separate for the first time with these characters. We've done introductions in the solo sessions ahead of time, and now I think it's time we get into it as a whole, as we'll return to our characters just as they're getting around the cantina. But we're first going to begin tonight's session. I'm going to bring up the Destiny Roller. So each of you is going to see an option for you to roll for the Destiny pool. All of you are going to click that button once. And then I'm going to tell our viewers what our current Destiny pool is after everyone has rolled.
Well, this is going well.
Yeah, totally.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yep.
Is that everyone? Has everyone rolled? So, we are coming in with tonight's session with 4 light and 4 dark.
We're balanced, as all things should be.
Exactly. It seems we have brought balance to the force, and we'll see how long that lasts.
Influence.
No, not rolls.
Influence gained. Kreia.
So, we return into the Silver Savior Cantina, this lovely little bar in the midst of Ord Mantell City. Stunning little joint, silver walls, beautiful, well-lit interior. Some of our adventurers are exploring for the first time, having some drinks, but we're going to begin first with a young Padawan, Adela. You and Odex were allowed past the 2 guards at this side room. And as Odex stands at the doorway, standing at attention, you make your way into the softly blue-lit room to see... Well, Alark, what does she see?
Okay. So you see a fairly tall man, human. He has like kind of white, silverish hair, a face that is, fairly scarred from a life of conflict. He seems to be wearing like a jacket, like a big, like, kind of like, whatever is leather is, some kind of leather jacket, right? Pants He has a blaster on his side. He would almost look like your quintessential smuggler, I guess, if he didn't seem a little bit too clean and a little bit too stiff. Like he's not trying to look like he's too at ease like most smugglers do to, you know, project something or project. But yeah, that's what you would say.
What kind of blaster, Alaric?
I believe it is. Let me just check my sheet. I don't think it's anything illegal. It's just a TT-24 holdout blaster.
Ah, okay. So...
Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry, and I also forgot a Nomad Greatcoat. And so you go.
It's a long, sleek, and on the smaller end of holdout blasters. Pretty easily concealed, but you're wearing it openly then, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And of course you have your padded greatcoat. And you have been sat on this long couch at the back of the room. A small table put in front of you. Behind the young Padawan who's entered, you can see Jet and Sarah. Jet is kitted out in his normal trooper gear, the full carapace of armor, with the helmet currently on his head and the rifle at ease. And of course Sarah, who is dressed in business attire, but with a heavy blaster pistol on her hip, on open carry. And of course, there is the protocol droid that followed the young woman in. But it's that young woman that we now turn to. What does Alaric see from his seat on this couch?
Alaric sees a young Maryland woman. She looks to be in her early 20s, but rather than being green, she is purple. And her face is decorated with the traditional geometric triangle tattoos that her race uses to celebrate achievements in their lives. She's only about 5'6". She's not very tall, and under the mass of robes and layers of fabric that she wears, she seems to have an average build.
Alright. You are left just the two of you and of course the armed guards. Sarah will glance over to you, Alaric. This is the Jedi.
The Padawan, right?
Mm-hmm. We'll leave it to you. And she will step out of the room to watch the door.
He'll look to Jet. Jet, you go get him, please. Or I'm sorry. Did you say, you said, you might need to cut this, Casey, I'm sorry, but, did they both leave?
Yeah, they both stepped out.
Okay, then, yeah, then he'll go approach, Adela.
Okay, you getting off the couch then to make your way over to her?
Mm-hmm. Okay. I am.
Mr. Jarnels.
Padawan mirror. I assume?
You are correct.
I have a seat, if you'd want to sit. I don't know how long, if you've just gotten here or not.
I did some scouting before I arrived.
Impressive.
She will move around and take a seat on the couch to where he gestured.
So, you're the Padawan assigned to me? I guess I should apologize for that. This isn't exactly the most, perhaps useful time of a Jedi's.
Nonsense. It's one of the more important missions we can undertake. The man of democracy's life is being threatened.
Glad to mean that, means something, I guess, if the Guardians of the Republic are getting involved. We are going to be waiting for some others. I hope you don't mind.
They've been vetted?
They have. Oh. I'm sure you can use your Jedi powers to see if they're really trustworthy, if you want.
It's quite alright, Mr. Dornells.
He shrugs. And he'll just kind of look at the droid. And this is... yours?
My master's. I'll let him introduce himself.
Greetings. I am ODX-821. I am a protocol droid assigned to Padawan Mir.
Interesting.
I just made the craziest.
It's not every day you see a protocol droid with a Jedi.
Actually, sir, it is quite common. These days, it is important for the peacekeepers to have a translator. I'm sorry, was that rude?
No, it's fine. Thank you for the correction.
Of course.
Can I get you anything to drink? Miss, Padawan?
No, thank you, sir.
You sure? Not even a water?
I have a canteen, but thank you.
Very well.
You'll pull away from the two of you at that point. Back into the cantina proper, where we go to Madrix. Where we left off last, you had recognized a pretty high bounty target, a smuggler of some repute, Caburn Vant. He is a grimy-looking man, missing an eye, gray jacket, a pistol on his hip, and some muddy trousers. He's leaning over the bar, nursing what might be his fourth or fifth drink.
Which one was it? Caburn Vant? And
Yes,
would you
Caburn
remind
Vant.
me, was he worth the bounty, dead or alive, or both?
Alive.
Alright, so I'm gonna take my pistol out and try to get it to the back of his head.
Okay. Why don't you roll me? So for this, you're slipping up behind him, being a little stealthy. I'm gonna have you roll me a stealth check. It's going to be opposed. So he is going to roll his perception. So you're not gonna roll at any difficulty. You're just gonna roll your your stealth, which I believe is 3 green dice.
Do we keep the
his
2 purple, or do I
perception.
downgrade that?
You just right-click the purple die until there aren't any purple die left. Okay, so you both got 2 successes, but you got 2 advantage over him, so I'm going to give you the edge there. As you lean up against him and manage to press the blaster against him. He takes like an inhale of breath when he feels
Alright,
the
then.
metal.
Simply surrender. You'll get turned in for your bounty, and that's all you need to do.
Ah, blast. And from across the bar, Merrick, you had sat down, maybe gotten a drink, when you see that little altercation, the same man who you were just dealing with cards earlier that evening.
You know, he's leaned up a little bit. He's taken the whole visual in. He's wondering where this is going. You know, it's been a very early morning. He's probably not, up and at him yet, and hasn't had his drink yet. So he's waiting to see how this goes down. He gets what's coming to him. He gets what's coming to him. Didn't give me the credits for helping him out in that scrap.
At the same time, Lori, this is happening a few seats away from you, as you can spot the light altercation just, 3 seats away from you. Does Lori have any reaction to this as she spots this happening? Or is she keeping to herself?
She'll kind of like move a seat over and tuck JC next to her.
Seat closer or seat further away?
Like further away from what's going on.
Yeah, so you slide over, and JC is happy to smuggle behind you. Madrix, just as you have this guy kind of like pulled back, and you're getting ready, can be able to get him out, you'll hear the sound of a blaster rifle charging. Oi, that one's mine! As you will see to the corner of your eye, Madrix, a armored figure with a blaster rifle has stepped in through the back door and has it leveled towards the 2 of you. Quickly, the little crowd in front of you begins scattering.
Oh boy, don't that look familiar.
So, Madrix is going to scan the situation, and he's going to rub his chin looking between the bounty and the man. He's going to quickly check the time. How long before the meeting I'm supposed to be at?
It's like in 5 minutes.
500 credits. I look at the man with the rifle.
He sizes you up for a moment, taking a step forward to put a foot on the concrete step there. He looks over you, looks over K-Burn, and then past you, kind of sizes up the whole place.
Give him a nod.
I am going to, you're going to make me a negotiation check. I'm going to say difficulty 3, because this guy has been chasing this man around town all day.
Where's negotiation?
Should be under social. Okay. So rolling that, you got 1 success and 2 threats. So he takes a moment, kind of looking you over. Cut it even. 50-50.
Alright, so that's 1,000 credits for me, 1,000 credits for you. Sold.
The man that you're currently holding will lean back. Listen, I can cut you a deal too.
Oh yeah, how's that working for you?
No, not you too.
You're a renowned card shark and liar. I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna go with the bounty hunter on this one.
He looks around for a few moments, looking nervous, and then spotting in another booth. Okar, can you bail me out of this? And there's a gentle sigh from across the bar, just as the bounty hunter to make his way down to the bar next to you. The man who is sitting in the other booth will kind of sigh and turn his head. And you know, it's real funny when your bounties all end up in the same place. as you see Captain Okar Redis sitting in the booth across the way from you. A few Gamorrean thugs gathered round, a man kind of sitting at the table next to him, and then a man whose identity you can't really make out over there as well. Come on, man. I'll pay you 2,000 to get me out of this. The captain will sigh and push his seat forward as he goes to stand up. Madrix, are you taking any action as he does that?
I'm just gonna grab Cabern, put the gun to his head, and hook my arm around his throat.
Two Gamorreans will kind of flush out to either side.
Oh, very impressive grapple. Was that Karaskasi?
Listen, Captain. He's got a bounty on his head. This isn't between me and you, it's between me and him. Better just not to get involved, right?
He looks to the pirates and looks back at you. Kill the mountain smuggler.
I push him under the bar.
All right. So, Alaric and Adela, the two of you will hear out in the cantina the sound of blaster fire going off, and a set of swears loose from Jet's lungs as it happens. As I'm going to kick off initiative with all the combatants. So, for everyone, you're going to roll. This is going to be a cool test for your initiative. So you go and you click the die icon on your portrait and roll cool for
Very cool.
it. Very cool.
And just to be sure, who?
Correct. And I'm marking Cabern as immobilized, because right now he's in a little bit of a grapple. We begin initiative, with the highest initiative being the squad of Void Fangs pirates. The group of common criminals and pirates, with the smuggler shoved down to the ground. They kind of panic for a moment, and decide they're going to shoot one of the bounty hunters. So they're going to shoot Paku. They unleash a hail of blaster fire. Shots ring out across the cantina, and with 3 successes and a triumph, oh, that is going to hurt. He's going to immediately suffer a critical. He's going to get stunned as he's hit with a vicious shot right to the chest, and that will deal a total. It is 12 versus his Soka 5, so we're going to deal 7. The flurry of blaster bolts take Paku to the ground for a moment. And almost immediately they will dive into cover. The captain will kind of throw himself up against the side of the bar. Will lean over, and while Paku is still recoiling from the last shot, will try to put another blast into him. Just to try and put the mercenary out of his misery. But that shot goes wide. However, he still generated 4 advantage. So with that advantage, still remembering some bits of the system, because it's been a little while. I just have to remember what advantage we spent on. He's going to give out a few boost dice to some of his allies. So he will give each of the Gamorreans a boost die. The Gamorrean is the next one, and that Gamorrean is going to get one as well. Adela.
Alright. She is going to not draw her saber, but put a hand on it and move up to the door to stand next to Odex.
Odex is quickly hurrying out of sight.
Get back, Mr. Donuts. Get into cover, please.
Yeah, and from the doorway, just to see what you can see from there. Roll me a perception test. I'll say difficulty 1.
Success and an advantage, a success and a threat.
Okay, easily done. Okay, so for a total of 2 successes. So you will spot a collection of pirates gathered around. It looks like a pair of Gamorreans that are getting ready to rush forward. And you can see just the edge of another man kind of leaned up against the bar counter, as well as several individuals looking like they're going to spring either into action or
Just
into
pirates.
cover.
You should be fine.
We should probably do something about them. I don't want anybody to get hurt.
Do you want to take any further action?
Like,
Okay. Just look.
you'd like to get involved?
Pirates are causing a scene. Yeah,
On my
I
next
think I
turn,
do.
I will get involved.
So you still have the rest of your maneuver if you'd like to move up any further.
No, I'll take it on my next turn. I'm kind of happy here in cover.
Okay, sounds good. Sarah is pretty fast in the draw, as she's always been. She moves up to the bar top, and will heft out her pistols. Because you see one of the pistols is kind of a heavier one, the other one looks to be this light repeating blaster. She'll lean over the bar top and begin to unload into the group of pirates from it. She is going to... I do have cover, so I'm going to upgrade difficulty. But she is still going to succeed with 1 success and 1 advantage. She is going to give the next allied character a boost die. So that will be you, Merrick. You're going to have a boost die on your next check. That'll be that, and then she's going to inflict damage. Inflicting 3 as she manages to wing one of the men in that group. Caber Vance is on the ground, like clutching himself as high as he can to hide out from the blaster fire. Please don't let them kill me! Merrick.
You know, just in case one of those Void Fang pirates looks at him sideways, he's going to draw his holdout blaster and duck under the bar really quick.
Okay, absolutely. You're getting into cover.
Yeah, but he's not going to fire until he is fired upon.
You know, fair enough. In the meanwhile, Alaric.
He's gonna draw his blaster as he stands up from the table and head over to the door.
Okay. You can, with your maneuver, get to the door fairly easily.
Yeah. And as he's like, oh sorry.
No, go ahead.
As he gets to the door and kind of like gets into cover, he'll just like say to Jet, "Time to get involved, Jet. You know what to do." I think I could... Would I be able to take a shot after that maneuver?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. They're going to be at medium range at that point. So medium range with a blaster pistol is, let me check what the difficulty is for you. Difficulty 2.
Okay. I could take a strain, correct?
You can take a strain for an additional maneuver and other actions, such as aiming, especially because you're going to you're going to upgrade your difficulty because of them being pretty heavily encumbered.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that. So, difficulty 2, then it's going to 3, correct?
No, it's not going to 3. You're going to upgrade the difficulty. It's going to be...
Oh,
1.
right.
Yep.
Yes, 1 red dice. But I get 1 blue dice.
Correct.
Okay, let's hope I hit.
You fire a shot. It rings through the bar. And you get 2 advantage that you can spend on that. So, I'm going to repost for you guys. Obviously, our viewers will be able to see it. For you guys, the advantage spends. You have 2 advantage and 3 successes. So you're going to do some nasty damage to the group. I think you're going to drop one of the members of the group on top of that. So let me just check. Yes, it's going to be 5. So you will put a blast into one of the pirates as they slump against the countertop and hit the ground with a thud. But with your 2 advantage, is there anything else you'd like to do?
Yes, I would like to give a blue dice to the next allied character.
Okay. The next allied character is going to be, I'm going to say technically Paku Rant, actually.
Okay. And since that was only 1, I would like to then recover that strain I used.
Absolutely.
Okay. And that's my turn.
Okay. Paku will kind of grunt as he leans against the countertop. He spits out a little bit of blood as he lifts up his mask to do so, and then levels his blaster rifle, trying to give a returning shot. Takes a shot over the countertop and will succeed with a triumph. He is going to throw a critical right back at the captain there. That critical will be winded. Ouchies. Okay. So winded will mean that until the end of the encounter, he can't voluntarily suffer strain to activate any abilities or gain additional maneuvers. As he catches the captain square in the chest with his blaster rifle and sends him spilling onto the ground for a moment, gasping for air. As soon as he does that, this man is going to make his way up from the booth and begin towards the door. That figure who you have not gotten an identity on, but he was sitting at the little table with the pirate captain. So, seems like he's cutting his losses. Lori.
Yeah.
You got some pirates messing stuff up. These looks like be the same clan of pirates that were messing with your ship before.
Oh, I'm gonna have to mess them up. First, she's gonna point to the room back here, back right, and yell at JC, "Go in there, hide."
The little droid will go, "Right!" And warble and beep and rush back in.
And then I want to shoot the thugs, because they look like they're about to start stuff, right?
Yeah, the Gamorrean thug has kind of hafted up a cudgel Looks like he's gonna go rock somebody with it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to pop him before you get a chance to do that.
Go ahead. So the large with the bar will be able to draw your heavy blaster pistol.
Here we go. Is the difficulty the same as space?
Yeah, he is not in cover. Shot rings out with a total of 3 successes. Which means that will land. And against his 3 soak, 10 damage. So he will take 7, and immediately you drop that Gamorrean. That Gamorrean is next, unless you wanted to move afterwards.
No, I'm just gonna duck down.
Okay. This Gamorrean is going to bellow out as he'll move a range band. He'll move, and he will take a strain to maneuver again to close on Paku, or he will try to cudgel him over the head with a nasty strike. Who crashes cudgel into the side of the mercenary's helmet, rattling his head in that helmet. Jet will immediately kind of flip over this table, level his blaster rifle. He doesn't seem too concerned about the man trying to get out of the cantina, so instead he's going to focus on the pirates. For difficulty, and he will open fire. For a total of 1 success and 1 advantage by the end, with his nasty blast rifle that pierces a little bit. He is going to lay down the pain, dealing 8 damage. He fires a few shots into the crowd of Voidfang pirates, and 2 of the men in it drop. Madrix.
So Madrix is looking between basically what he's seeing as his 3 options for targets. The man who's walking out, no threat, but very suspect. The last few standing Void Fangs, but he made a deal with Paku, so he's just gonna take his blaster, he's gonna level it at the Gamorrean and try to shoot.
Line up the shot. Just as last moment, as you're trying to avoid the shot, you're not sure if you have a sight on it. Do you want to leave that be, or do you want to use a light side point to reroll?
I'll use light side point to reroll that.
That means you'll have a total of 1 success and 1 advantage. We'll flip a light side point into a dark side point. And that shot will ring out as you drop the Gamorrean, who is trying to finish him off.
Alright, and I'm gonna use my light side point
Your advantage, you mean?
I'll just my advantage, excuse me. I'll use my advantage to pass it on to
next one is going to be Adela.
Next man in line.
Who will get the boost next check. The Voidfang Pirate will go next. At this point, they're damaged, not looking great, but they're not quite morale broken because the captain's still up. So clumsily, they'll try to return fire at Jet. Okay. Ooh, Jet is going to have to take that. He's got 5 soak versus 11 damage. He's going to take 6 as a few shots ring out and Jet grunts, blast! He slumps to a knee behind the piece of cover. But he is still standing. The captain he has seen you involved. He sees that man fleeing, so he's going to jump up onto the counter, drop over. As he lands at the opposite side, he pulls a Viper Rapier and tries to run you through with it, Lori. For 1 success and 1 threat. It's a piercing weapon. It is going to be a little nasty. Lori, as he will sink his weapon into you for 5 wounds. As he stabs it through the side of your body, rips it back out, blood begins to seep through your clothing.
Alright, as promised,
Adela.
we're getting involved. I think we're going to charge the pirate captain who's attacking our spider friend.
So, he has a defensive weapon, which will make your attack a little bit more difficult. Just essentially, when you target him, you will have 1 setback die as part of the attack. But otherwise, base difficulty. Okay! And that is your training lightsaber. He turns, sees the lightsaber come out, and you hear like a breath release before you catch it against the vibrator, twist away, and then catch him square in the chest, and he slumps to the ground unconscious.
Can I make a test to break the morale of the other pirates?
Sure, what do you want to do do so? And you'll basically, I'll let you take a strain for another maneuver, for like a display to see if it breaks.
So she wants to brandish her lightsaber, and gesture to the unconscious man before her. Your captain is out of commission. Please retrieve him and evacuate the bar.
Make me a coercion roll. Let's say difficulty 1, but with 1 setback die. Mostly because they know Madrix and the other guy are bounty hunters. They look at each other, look at Madrix, and the remaining members of the pirates throw down their weapons and go to abandon their boss. Madrix, there's not any outlying bounties on the rest of the pirates. You could let them go if you want.
Oh yeah, I don't care about them.
Okay.
I'm more than happy to let them leave. I am gonna grab K-Burn again, like by his scruff, or at least the collar of his shirt, and pull him over to where Okar is.
Yeah, you're able to fairly quickly drag him. Paku takes a few moments to like lean on the counter. The man who is sitting at the bar with the others will make his way out of the front of the cantina at that point.
I'll throw Okar over my shoulder and look at Adela and go, actually, I'll be taking this. Man's got a bounty on his head. And
Do you have your identification, bounty hunter?
I hold my wrist out, I flip up the little screen to show her my bounty hunter ID.
You'll see the code showing him as a member of Clan Grail and as a registered bounty hunter within the Republic.
Yes, ma'am.
Carry on then.
I need a drink. Paku will grunt as he leans against the counter. At the same time, Sarah has run over to Jet and get him to sit down against the wall. Sit down, you idiot. Alark! Kid's been shot.
He'll kind of like come out to look over Jet. How bad is it?
It's not that bad, boss. See? I can still move.
You always said that.
It's a nasty blaster burn, but his armor took most of it.
Bandage it if you'd like.
If you don't mind, I'd be very appreciative.
Oh, look. All our contractors are here in one place. I got to show off for the first time, sir. She waves her hand at the gathered individuals.
I'll call it tryouts.
I'm gonna look over my shoulder. Rand, I have a meeting. We'll sort this out after, alright?
Right, I'll stay here and drink myself to death.
Hey, bud, you look a little rough. I got some spare stims. You want some?
I wouldn't mind a hit. He'll undo the armor around his arm and lay it down on the counter. Just hit me.
Right. And Miracle hit him.
I hate stims.
Don't we all? It's the needle that really gets me.
Okay, and you guys can head into that side room. Sarah, Jet will be sat on one side so Adela can check him over and bandage his injury alongside Odex. And with the 2 captive bounties in tow, both of them are tied up and binder cuffed, I assume, Vay? Okay. And you guys can step into the side room.
So, I wasn't kidding when I was gonna say I was gonna consider that tryouts. It seems like you all showed off your skills. Due to some outside work. I'll just say you're kinda looking at the 2 bounties. You all know me then. I'm Alaric Dornell's senator. Or I'm not a senator yet. Actually, I don't think so. Yeah, I'm not a senator. You know, that just has a nice ring to it. I'm Alaric Dornell's Ord Mantell politician. You all have been contracted to help me not die for the next few weeks. I already met Padawan Mir over here. I'd like to hear what the rest of you are called.
For those of you who couldn't guess, I'm Padawan Mir.
Kind of gives a look of I thought that was fairly obvious. He doesn't say anything. Huh.
Oh, yeah.
But you have a...
I was say, not everyone...
But everybody with a
is
lightsaber.
Jedi.
And wearing robes is a Jedi.
But I did use training saber, that's... Yes.
Laura will actually walk up to you, Alaric, and offer one of her hands.
He'll take it.
And she'll shake it and be like, "It's a pleasure to meet you, Laura Agate. I'll be your pilot. I'm very proud to be working with you."
That's very nice to hear. I've heard some things about you from my contact. They say you're a pretty good pilot. I can't wait to see you in action.
I guess I should add, I'm not down, but, well, yeah, I'm down a ship right now. My ship needs repairs, and it's expensive.
Sarah looks over. You gotta be kidding me.
Nah, some old star charts kind of messed that up, and then pirates like the one we just dealt with.
I can see to your repairs. Unless they're, if it's not too much.
We have the funding, sir. We can budget it. She looks grumpy.
Thank you, Sarah. Who wants to go next?
Doran, I kind of motion at you, go ahead.
Alright. Guess I'll get this shindig rolling. Hi, I'm Merrick. I'm here so I don't get fined.
You're Merrick.
Oh, they told you about
I've
me,
heard a
didn't
thing or
they?
two.
Yeah, well, if any of those happen to be that I am a Sith spawn, let me assure you right now, those are absolute
No, I
conjecture.
heard that your incompetence led to the death of your master.
Wow, just come out and say it.
Ouch.
There's a non-visible cringe under the helmet.
And here I thought the Jedi were supposed to be sensitive. Justify me walking away, why
I
not?
apologize. I didn't mean for it to sound an accusation. I didn't actually think it was true.
Don't worry. Well, let's face it, once you get bombarded with accusations, it all starts to blend together.
Is that really what happened?
I don't know what happened. Hand to the Force.
See?
Alright, so former Jedi, I assume, and the details of my contact and your dossier I was given were a bit vague. Do you mind telling me what you're capable of, besides out there? He'll kind of hike a thumb towards the main room.
Well, I'm guessing if they added me onto this little shindig, I'm probably just an untapped asset. All I'd be doing is just drinking and
Sarah will look
cards.
over.
Real quick, Rayson, I just want to make sure, he's just gonna look at Sarah like, did they really just, with a look of like, did they just send me like a community service kid?
Sarah will look over at you.
Is that what they did?
Well, from my understanding of Mr. Zinthor, he seems to be a specialist when it comes to the criminal underworld.
That's what makes me an asset. Okay.
It wasn't exactly his fighting prowess, as we saw back there.
Hey, look, it's the law of the jungle. You don't get messed with, you don't mess.
Right. Well, alright then, welcome to the team.
And he'll just step back.
And then he'll turn his attention to the obvious Mandalorian.
A Matrix of Clanthro. My mentor, came into a condition where he wouldn't be able to join us on the mission, but I'm here to fill his place.
Oh, you're the kid!
The kid.
I kind of, like, look over my shoulder at her, like, oof.
Emmerich, he was the Mandalorian I told you about before. The, Great Hunt winner?
Right.
If he's down for the count, we need all the help we can get, so can't be too mad about having a Mandalorian on board, right?
I've heard of their prowess. Though, am I going to be correct in my assumption that when your master came down with a condition that he can't be here, he's dead?
Heavily wounded. He's alive, but in no condition to continue on the mission in a way that would serve the clan.
I see. Then I hope for his recovery. And welcome to the team.
Jet will look over. Sarah, you'd be a little bit nicer. She rolls her eyes at him. Just worrying and healing, you dope. Don't need you bleeding out. I'm fine.
The thing about blaster wounds is that they cauterize.
Yeah, the burn feels real nice.
Yeesh, don't tell him about lightsabers.
From the bar, you guys can hear someone from near it humming some kind of prison tune.
Does this store have a window in it?
Yes, it does.
I'm making sure to keep both of them in my peripheral.
Absolutely, you can do that. That's all fine
Nobody
and good.
knows.
Laura does look to Alec. I did miss something.
That is.
She'll gesture to the small droid. This is JC-44. Just call him JC. He's my co-pilot.
Reporting for duty!
Oh, he's real chipper.
Glad to have him.
The droid wobbles a little bit. It seems to be making sure that it doesn't lose its balance. It looks heavier than its legs should be able to support.
I will not comment.
So, do we want to clue them in on everything, or do we want to wait till we're back at the safe house, sir? Sarah will look over.
Well, now that we're all here, we should probably move somewhere a bit more secure. I guess you need to turn them in before then, though. Or kind of point to the two bounties.
It'd be preferable.
Then do what you...
Guild office isn't going to be open until tomorrow morning. We might have to take them back with us, sir.
Lovely.
I've got blindfolds, don't worry. Jet gives her a look as she says that, and she looks back with like a don't even start.
Alright then. Can you walk? We'll look to Sarah.
Jet looks over. I can walk, sir. Don't worry.
Alright. Then let's get a move on.
You know, I'd be careful about that one over there. He points over at Caburn.
Yeah, he's got a reputation.
He's also, how do I put this? He's a bit attuned.
Oh, come on, buddy. You remember me, don't you? You're gonna help me out of this?
Gee. If I remember correctly, I did help you out earlier. And what'd you do? You run off.
Listen. We can work out a deal. It's just one Mandalorian.
You... Oh, I'm sorry. You got the floor, Mando.
Yeah. I don't think he's gonna be working at it. Yes.
You can't blame a con man for trying.
Gotta say, the real mean sabak hand.
I try.
Even if he can read without seeing.
Sarah's gonna pick up Caburn. You wanna grab the pirate?
Yeah.
Nice.
I throw him over my shoulder.
Yeah, and you all can... Do you guys want to take the back entrance, or you want to take the front entrance?
I would like to take the back.
Okay. You'll head out into the street. And then into the back alleyway through that entrance. Sarah, who knows the way there, will lead the pack. Using street to street to help guide and avoid you all being followed. After a brief moment, Sarah will look over. Although, there was something weird, boss, but I didn't want to bring it up until we were out and safe.
What was that?
The captain, Reddisk. He's meeting with someone I've seen before.
The weirdo in the robes?
No, not the guy who was concealing his face. I couldn't get a good sight of him. No, the other one. Long, like, fancy coat.
Yeah, some too. Probably buying weapons now.
Well, the problem is, the last time I saw him, he's part of Ichihara's staff.
You sure about that?
Last time I saw him, he could have changed jobs or been fired or something. This is about 10 years back.
What else was there about him aside from his excellent choice in fashion?
His name's Aiden. Aiden Evanston, I think. He's a,
Can I try to figure out who that is?
Yeah, Merrick, why don't you make me a difficulty 3 knowledge underworld test?
Difficulty 3.
Okay.
Oh.
That's going to be a failure with 1 threat, unless you want to flip a light side point to reroll. If you think this is important enough.
Yeah, I'll flip it.
Okay. Leaves you guys at 2 light, 6 dark. Merrick, with 1 success and 2 threats, you think on it for a moment. Aiden Evanston is a name you've heard a while back. He used to be a desk clerk. He worked on Coruscant 20 or so years ago. But he got fired from that position. From what you had heard, kind of going back through archives, for tampering with some ledgers. So any job he got after that point couldn't have been official without some hands being greased. So if he was part of someone who has an official job staff, that person would have had to gone through a few hoops to get him another job with them.
Well, if he's working for someone, he's probably running the books on some potentially dirty business.
I wouldn't put it past him. The man he used to work for has his hand in almost, I would say, most things that are dirty.
Senator Ichihara. She spits.
You're all gonna learn that me and Ichihara don't get along. I've been one of his main opponents since day 1. So, if that's a deal breaker, you can just head off into the crowd right about now.
Look, if I do that, the Jedi are going to stay on my case.
Well, we wouldn't want that, would we?
Odax will speak up. This unit is certainly happy to assist. If there is corruption in the system, it is good to clean it out, yes?
That's the theory of it. At least that's what they also say.
The only politics that I concern myself with are Mandalorian politics.
Around this corner. She'll lead you guys around a street and deeper into the city at that point. We're not too far now. Keep close. We can talk about all this nastier business once we're there. And as you come around one more corner, she'll lead you guys up to a back door, where there will be a maintenance lift that will take you up 6 stories into a stone room. It looks... There's like a hollow communicator there. There's a few pieces of gear. It looks like pretty much what you would think of like a safe house. that maybe Republic intelligence might use. Low key, but equipped enough to be able to stay off the radar. And waiting inside, you will see a Pantoran man with yellow lines on his face, a light blue skin, a thick beard, and black hair, kind of leaned against the side wall as you all enter.
I'm gonna look between Sarah and Elric because they seem to know, what should be here and what should not be here, for their reaction to this man being here.
Yeah. Sarah will kind of nod. Aaron, we're safe. You should be good. He'll nod and look over to you, Omelar. Anything else I can help you with, boss, before I clear out?
No. Just keep yourself safe, alright?
You'll do.
And he'll, kind of walk up to give him a handshake.
He shakes your hand and looks at the rest of you. Aaron Corgan, Republic Intelligence. Good to meet you in person. And then he will bow his head and make his way out, leaving it just all of you in the room. That being the group of you, JC, Odex, Sarah, and Jet.
Haven't seen that guy before.
You usually shouldn't be able to. That's his job.
Ah.
Now then, all of you can make yourselves comfortable. We got some things to talk about. Though, maybe without that one listening in. And he'll point to
the conscious one?
Captain. I forgot his name. Which is bad to me.
K-Bird?
Yeah, the conscious one.
Unless you stop her, Sarah's gonna shove them both into a closet.
That's fine. I don't really care. One's a pirate, and one seems literally the lowest of the low to me, or to him. All right then, Sarah, do you want to start?
Right. So, Alaric has several hits out, calling for his head, or for his capture. We have a large number of individuals who are after him, including Governor Umakosun, and of course his Mr. Ichihara. Both men seem quite set on making sure that he is silenced. A week and a half ago, an attempt was made on Mr. Dornell's life. Assassins attempted to breach his office under the guise of having a meeting with him, and a sniper attempted to kill him while he was distracted. You all are being hired out, those of you who are taking credits, or those of you who are being sent by the order, for a minimum period, unless otherwise called, of 2 years. Now, if the situation is dealt with within that period, you'll still be paid for the full 2 years of service. So you go and you eliminate whatever threats there are. That is, as long as you are following Mr. Dornell's orders and making sure that you do not overstep or endanger him further by your actions. We are preparing a lump sum of 200,000 credits.
You had my attention, but now you've got my interest.
I'm glad, because I'll be working you to the bone for that money.
And if you need confirmation we actually have the credits, she's going to pull out a cred stick and put it on the table. Scan it.
Don't even have anything to scan.
If you have a data pad, you can plug it in and see what's all on it.
Nope, most I got is a comlink.
There's a bit of a sigh. Here. Just take one of his and toss it to him. And toss it to you.
Yeah, you can check it. On that cred stick alone, there's already 100,000 on it. I'm carrying that around in case we need it. So you know we're serious about this.
Oh, that definitely confirms it. He's gonna give back both the pad and the stick.
Now, part of that means we don't have that as spending money. All this is being put together for the long-term engagement of it all, and to make sure we've cleaned up any loose ends. So, we can't supply you with additional equipment outside of money you make on your own. But when the contract's finished, you get your pay, and you can cut your lead there. Padawan Mir, I know you're here through whatever happens, and you are not expecting payment. But there's a additional discussion you and I will be having, if you don't mind. We'll talk on that later. For now, Mr. Donaus, you want to go over anything?
I think you did a really good job going over everything yourself. All I have to say is the governor and the senator, they represent what's wrong with the Republic. Those who use the system for their own gain, and who profit off of it, drawing more and more to their side every day. There are few people who are willing to stand up to them. And they have a lot of money and power and influence that they can throw at us. So, just know, I'm grateful that you all are here and are going to help me for as long as you can. I also think perhaps, if you don't mind, Mandalorian, we should perhaps talk to your captain. If that man used to work, that he was meeting with, really was at one time working for Ichihara, and might still be, it'd be good to know what they were talking about. I'm no good at interrogations.
I could drag him out, wake him up.
Sure. Sit him down.
Yes, sir.
I'll kind of gesture at a chair. Or he'll gesture at a
She will
chair.
make her over to the
I'm gonna
closet,
walk over
pull it
with her.
open. Oh, good.
And just to make sure the card shark's not trying to dig his way out of the closet with a spoon or anything.
No, but he is singing prison songs to himself while he's sitting there in the closet.
I just look down at him like,
I did.
like really?
Nobody knows.
He seems like he's trying to make the best of it. She's gonna hoist the captain out, and then unless you stop her, slam the door shut on the smuggler again.
I'll let her. She's got this, man.
She makes her way over. She sits him down in the chair, binds him to the chair, and then from there is going to step back and let the rest of you handle this. he is still unconscious, so you'll have to wake him up when you're ready to interrogate him. But you could use some smelling salts or splash some water on his face, whatever.
Is that what you want to do right now?
Well, in my past career, before I became a politician, I didn't really make friends with pirates. I'm pretty sure if he realizes who I am, he'll just spit in my face. So, somebody, perhaps, else should do the talking for this one. And also let me know if anybody's good at, besides just killing things.
I'll aim the chair away from Alaric so he's not inside of the man. And I'll just, slap him across the face for him to wake up.
Blast.
Alright. You're gonna be giving us everything you know. 2 men you were meeting with. What's their deal?
I only knew one of them. The broker, the item. He brought the other man.
What were they trying to do?
They wanted to buy off my boys. Make us do some work for him. And then I did, and I agreed, and it was scary. It's like the other man. The moment I agreed, he already had things in position. Was already moving. I don't know.
Do you know who the broker was working for?
You're very welcome.
Was working for the other man. The
Drive safe.
man who was hiding his face. You could see it. Red eyes under the hood. Like burning coals. Something wrong about him. Skin like ice.
Can I tell if he's lying?
Madrix, make me a... I swear there's an insight skill. 1 second, everybody.
Isn't it a vigilance?
I don't think so. Give me 1 second. I'm just gonna check.
Perception might be a good substitute.
I'm just checking. I think it might be perception. I want to make sure though. I'm gonna go with perception. I'm gonna assume that's what it is. And then if I'm wrong, we'll fix that in a moment.
It's no big deal.
Yeah, exactly.
So, perception, difficulty 2?
Yes.
Flat fail.
Okay. It is hard to tell. It's hard to read but he does seem scared.
Do you know anything about the broker's connection with Ichihara and if this was related?
Ichihara? No, I don't. I haven't worked with Ichihara for years.
Matrix is kind of like a glance around the room to see if anybody else has questions.
What was the name of that accountant guy again? Stephenson.
Oh, Aiden Evanston, you meant?
Let's do Kiwi's question first.
Mm-hmm.
Evanston, okay. You first,
How well
Adela.
informed into the actions of Senator Ichihara would you say that you were?
Oh, I mean, I did a whole bunch of work for him back in the day. Transporting goods, transporting drugs, you know. That sort of thing. If he needed someone shuttled out, or shuttled to him, I'd handle that too. Although, he kind of looks around. You don't... He's like, still, because he's still blindfolded, so he's trying to, like, figure out the voices at all. Listen, if I tell you some of this stuff, you're gonna let me off a little more easy, right? You gotta keep me safe here. I'm emptying the bag.
Honestly, you gotta empty the bag if you want any chance of getting out.
You out of earshot.
He won't say anything, but he'll look at you, Adela, and just kind of like nod his head, and then kind of, just like move it, like, come on, as he'll like, go outside.
The two of you step away from the rest of
English
the group.
is hard.
Mr. Darnells, I feel uncomfortable continuing the interrogation under any sort of guise that I plan on allowing that man to walk out of that room.
He won't be.
My silence won't bother you then?
Are you uncomfortable with us making him think
It
that
does
he's
seem-
going to be walking out?
I'm aware.
He's done a lot of cruel things in his life.
That's the hesitance to allow him to leave.
He won't be. Or at least he'll be going...
I would prefer we not hand
To
him
the proper
over to
authorities.
Republic hands. I'm well aware of Senator Ichihara's sphere of influence. I would give it a week before that man is released from prison on his orders.
I don't know what you want me to do then, Padawan. Best place to put him would be Republic hands. At least on paper. Are you saying that we... I mean... He'll kind of stop him. He'll stop himself. Are you saying that perhaps you have an alternative, then?
I would excuse myself from the conversation if you didn't plan on telling him.
If you want to excuse yourself, then That's fine with me. I'm still a bit iffy about Ichihara's man being able to leave the bar. More than likely, he saw Jet and Sarah. They're pretty known to work with. They're known to work with me. Maybe you could take a look around?
I could do that.
I appreciate it then. You have something to communicate with us? In case something happens?
I have a comic.
Good.
See you soon then.
You will. We'll finish up very soon.
Okay. Alark, you want to head... Oh, no, go ahead.
You know, she leaves.
Okay. Alark, you want to head back into the room? And Adela,
yes, I do.
how far are you going? You leaving the building, or you just stepping outside?
She's going to do some information gathering in the bar, seeing if anyone recognized the man and where it is that he might be heading.
Okay. I'll come back to you after I give the people some more time to interrogate. So Alaric makes his way back in to where the rest of you are, still with said prisoner.
Now, let's see. Oh, I'll meet him with a toughie.
Sure, go ahead.
Alright. Bright sun, starshine. Let's see what we can get out of you. Alright. Now, Aiden Evanston. Is he working with Senator Ishihara?
I don't know. To be honest with you, I know he used to, but that didn't seem to be his focus. He kept talking about his new employers, but wouldn't give me any more information on them. Just said that they paid well. Maybe the cartel?
That could be something to look into. Alright, well, that was my question. Anyone else?
I'm not quite sure what else to ask.
How about this? He'll actually speak up at this point. You said the other man besides Aiden, the second man. He gave you a fright? What else? What else can you tell me about him?
Like I said, like ice-like skin, red eyes. He had an accent. I couldn't really place it. Wasn't familiar to me, but maybe like Kuwati? I don't know. He didn't give a name, but he wanted information. And he offered a lot of credits for the information I had, and for the work I was doing for him.
Information about what?
Local defenses, the shipyards, local fleet.
That's a lot of information that you would have.
Yeah. Well, I have to keep my boys appraised to avoid entanglements with Republic security.
You sure you just don't pay them off?
It's a complicated process. Listen here, I do good work.
I'm sure you think that. I know how you work.
Anyway, yeah, that and he paid my boys to disable a few defense networks. Nothing major, just some stuff to let his ship through.
That's kind of hardcore for pirates.
It's the usual, to be honest. Just scanner systems. Long-range jammers, that sort of thing.
Raceland. All of that should be top secret, correct?
Not top secret,
Like,
but it is
well,
like...
that should be
it is
more
still
guarded.
Republic... Yeah, it's definitely guarded. Yes, that's sort of thing pirates hit, but generally they hit it so they can get in and get out quickly.
Yeah. Okay.
Organized pirate groups will raid, stuff like that, but... there's something off about it, yes.
Well, I know. What I mean is that, like, he seems like he's talking like he knows it intimately, which I don't know if pirates would know that intimately, because I thought, I would think the Republic would, like, change all that stuff every so often, right?
Yeah,
or
definitely.
Other things.
Absolutely.
And this information that you gave him, where'd you get it yourself?
Used to be part of the Navy. I went AWOL a few years back, and, well, local leadership is a little slow to change. Plus, having friends in the right places. If you want to pay me with, a chance to get out of here, I could give you some names.
Sure. I can even add on a couple thousand credits for you if you tell me what you know.
Yeah. Okay. He thinks for a moment like he's trying to do math in his head. Rolls his head back for a moment. Yeah. Can I have like a data pad to type in and maybe move my blindfold or something?
I'll pick his chair up and put him against like a plane wall. You got an empty data pad?
Yeah. Oh, you go.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna take the one that I had thrown to, why is your name escaping me? I'm sorry. I need to be better than that. Merrick. Yes. Sorry, there's two M's, and I'm getting them in my head sorted towards Merrick. And I'll just toss it to you at this, I'll toss it to you, Madrix.
And he will type out a few names once he's given the data pad. Commodore Lysa Wren, Captain Corvin Hale, Captain Darren Vask, Commander Talia Venn, and Lieutenant Commander Jace Ord. And I'll put all that in chat for you guys.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Yeah. Are the 5 names he lists off.
These all your contacts?
These are the names that of people who've kept me in the loop. Yeah, to help me make some extra creds.
Anything else you want to add? It might be worth your while.
I don't know why he'd want all these movements on top of everything else. It's just, Because it wasn't even just this. It wasn't just Navy movements, it was Army movements too, but, only have so much of that. Couldn't pay me for that, so...
There's a kind of look that goes across Alaric's face at that. He'd already been having a bit of a more grim look when he had mentioned, like, the guy, you know, how he wanted to know Navy patrols and all the other stuff. But that on top of it seems to also just make it seem like he swallowed a lemon.
Sarah grimaces at that.
Well, seems like you did a good job for him then.
I do good work. Oh, one more thing. He was asking about the planetary defenses, ground to space weapon. You know the one I'm talking about, right? In the Eastport, the big gun.
Do I know what he's talking about?
The ion cannon.
Oh.
Yeah, you'd know about the
Okay.
the Ord Mantell ion cannon.
Yeah, I know about it.
Yeah, I just wanted to know if my boys had anything or any knowledge on it.
Did they?
No.
Are you lying to me?
No.
Mando, go fill the sink up and put his head in. Maybe he'll think better about it.
Yeah, sure.
Ray, is there like a dish rag, like in the sink?
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna get nice and damp, throw it on his face.
Hey, we're very
Then
humane.
grab a cup of water.
Very humane.
We'll
No.
immediately jump to
No,
waterboarding.
no.
Okay.
Sorry.
You know, it.
Yeah,
Things
the
like
giant's like, yeah, I'm gonna go look into stuff.
You see-
Meanwhile, party.
You see, I gave her a
immediately goes
nice
to commit more
brochure
crimes.
on architecture. For her to go see the sites.
Yeah.
I think you mean suggestions,
Nothing
but
against the
hey.
Yaman conventions.
I thought it was just a
No,
check.
not a checklist. Not yet. Yes.
And for the Mandalorians, it is.
Checklist.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm gonna splash him in the face after the
Okay,
rag's on
okay.
his face.
Yeah, we knew some stuff. Oh, blast. Okay. Okay, listen. Yeah. Two of my boys, they had a day job there. They worked in the maintenance halls. I put them in contact with them.
The names. You write those down too. And we're all done.
Yeah. Rax and Celine. Rax Vorn, Celine Core. Stars.
That wasn't so hard, now was it?
No. Okay. Is there anything else you want to know? I'll talk, I swear.
No. I don't think there's anything else at the moment.
Okay. Yeah. Sarah will look over. Want me to
Be my
toss him
guest.
back in the closet, sir? She hefts him up and roughly will drag him over to the closet before tossing him back in it. With a bit of a shout of pain before she shuts the closet door. That doesn't sound like piracy,
doesn't.
sir.
Sounds like a... Yes, it does. A full-scale one.
Sounds like an invasion.
Who in the hell would be crazy enough to invade Ord Mantell?
Officially, no one should.
I'm gonna go make some calls. Sir.
Go ahead.
She will stand up and make her way out, leaving just all of you in the room.
She went to go scout out to make sure we weren't followed.
Where'd the Jedi go?
I'm sorry you all had to see that. I tried not to go... I tried to keep it a little bit more tame.
Simple nod.
But... it's a bit distasteful. I know you don't care.
I mean, if it gets results.
What happened?
It shouldn't get results. But unfortunately, reality is much different than what we want.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go ahead and put this out there. This kind of operation you run, you might need a new pilot.
I promise you, that won't be the normal. It's just incredibly... it's... Hallie was talking... You heard Sarah. That's an invasion. Setting up for one. Something like that can kill millions. You have my word, though. He'll, like, look you in the eyes, Lori.
I'll take your word out for it. For now, but... if one of you goes too far, you'll find yourself left on the planet.
I'll hold you to that.
So, did anyone else feel a little off when he was talking about our robed mystery man?
Off how?
It's that question I'm gonna pull away from you guys in the safe house too. Adela.
Well, gee, that's me.
You have been out about a part of half an hour, casing out, seeing if there's anyone with information. No one seems to have recognized the two you described. Until, as you make your way out finally, having done everything you can, kind of like scouting the area out, you spot something a little odd. There is a collection of individuals nearby looking at their comlinks and seeming a little confused, and some murmurs and whispers back and forth. A few people murmuring and whispering in a little bit of panic.
She's not going to approach, she's just going to case them. Just see what's going on there.
Roll me perception.
Any additional difficulty?
Adela. Comms aren't working. Hell, you can check your own. Your comm isn't working either. No communications are working. And for a few moments it seems a little strange, and then you feel a disturbance. Correct. A cold shiver rolls down your spine as something wrong, something bad has happened. You can feel it. With that triumph you just rolled, you sense something deep and dark has transpired. And then almost unbidden, your eyes are drawn up, where you can see just barely in sight ships slowly approaching orbit. Just barely visible because of how the clouds are parted.
What kind of ships?
You are unfamiliar with this design. They're sleek and come up to 2 points with a rectangular section in the middle. But you might have read about them in a history book. If you want to roll me a knowledge lore test, please.
I'm actually good at this.
Those are Sith star cruisers. Specifically, some of their capital ships, flanked by transports. That, as it draws closer, and other people start to notice it, is an invasion force.
You know, all of a sudden, the one that got away doesn't seem so much of a problem. We are going to hurry back to Mr. Dornell's.
As you do, you'll start to hear holocoms alongside the streets begin to spark to life. A voice begins to crackle over them. And there, as the voice begins, is where we're going to call it for the moment. That'll be tonight's recording. We will pick up next time and discover exactly what Adela hears on the communications.